Oh my god.
Here are the things about American houses that I realized that just make sense. They have food grinders in their sinks, just like the movies.
The doors are humongous here. You know how in European houses you can put your towel on the door?
What is this propeller?
What? No, it's just a fan.
A fan?
Yeah.
That's so dangerous. What if it falls on top of you?
Wait. You have sockets in your bathroom. What is this? What is this all about?
I think you could power a small army with the amount of plug sockets you have in a house in America. Look how big this fridge is. It's got like huge double door with a huge tray at the bottom.
This is an American fridge and it's as big as my arms.
First of all, an ice machine in every fridge. I wish it so bad that we had it, but we don't.
Screens on the window?
Walk-in closets in every house. She's a mess, but genius.
Air conditioning.
Every single house has a pantry. In England, we would just put all of this in our cupboards.
These amazing taps that just do it all.
Okay, this is me outside the washing machine, and this is me getting in the washing machine. This is how big it is, okay?
There's a TV attached outside of the house, so you don't have to sit inside to watch TV. You can also just sit outside.
Turn to my right, there's a plane in the driveway. If you go around there, there is a runway. A runway where planes take off and people just park their planes.
If I'm cooking and it's hot in here, for example, and I want to open the window, well, guess what? I don't have to worry about any bugs coming in because there's a screen. And this is as standard on pretty much every house.
You're telling me that in America you only have one tap for hot and cold, huh?
Crazy, right? But I've got to tell you, it's genius, and I think it is brilliant. And I don't know why we don't have it in the UK.
When British travellers picture a typical American home, the image that usually comes to mind looks like something lifted straight from a Hollywood film. They imagine a spacious front porch, a neat white fence, and a wide driveway stretching toward the garage. But no amount of imagination prepares them for what they're about to find once they actually step inside. The moment the front door opens, the surprises begin one after another. A refrigerator that produces ice all by itself. A garbage disposal tucked neatly beneath the kitchen sink. Walk-in closets so roomy they could the size of an entire bedroom in many British homes. Oversized washing machines and dryers that make laundry seem effortless. Ceiling fans combined with light fixtures in almost every room. Visitors often know America for its drive-thrus and everyday convenience. Yet they quickly realize that same convenience continues throughout the entire house. Even the smallest household features leave many British tourists wondering exactly the same thing. Why isn't this common back home? Most visitors expected American houses to be larger than those in Britain. What caught them completely off guard, however, was how thoughtfully everything seemed to be designed. From window screens that let cool air flow inside while keeping insects outside to spacious pantries built to hold weeks' worth of groceries, nearly every room contains something unfamiliar. For Americans, none of these features feels unusual because they're simply part of daily life. But for many British visitors, exploring an American home feels less like entering a house and more like stepping into a version of everyday living that's years ahead of what they're used to. In today's video, we're following British tourists as they discover the ordinary features inside American homes that left them genuinely amazed. And we'll find out why so many wish they could pack a few of those clever ideas into their suitcase and take them back to Britain. Let's jump right in.
A pool right here, a seating area in the back. Then we have another seating area, a fire pit right here, a guest house, which is super cool. I'm going to show it to you after. To the right, we have a little golf course. The hole is in the back, and you can actually hit it from here. If you get bored of golf, just go over to the basketball court, where you can enjoy a beautiful view.
Fridge. I wish it so bad that we had it, but we don't. Okay, second of all,
another seating area. We have a barbecue and a fridge. Then let's go into the guest house. It's so cool.
Let me...
Do not turn it. It goes down the plumbing.
There's a garbage disposal.
Oh, so go down the pole. Do we have to empty a...
No, you don't have to empty anything.
Look.
Don't stick your fingers.
Well, you can.
Look how fascinating they are.
Oh!
No, surely that's not allowed it down there, mate.
It is. That's the whole point.
Is it
Max,
gold?
your home's not in there, is it? What are you doing now?
I'm on there now!
I'm a European living in an American house, and here are 3 things that are super normal in America, but I wish we had in Europe. First of all,
another culture shock I've had about being back in the States and versus living in Scotland and the UK that I completely forgot about is the taps.
I also just found another garage and we can choose between 3 beautiful cars. I love this one. This is super nice.
separate rooms with closing doors, etc., etc. Now, do you want to see a European living in America? Hit that follow button.
So we're staying at this Airbnb that has this fridge, and it's like, it's a typical water, and ice dispenser, right? I just want you to take a couple seconds to think about how this works. How would you do it?
It's so dark. This is like all Western vibe design, like a little wine fridge. Then at the bar, we have also a little fridge filled with drinks, an ice machine, dishwasher just in case you don't want to go to the main house, some tap water, a coffee machine, and of course, a must for beer lovers.
Waste disposal.
This is what I want, Jen. A little truck like that.
Is it true you guys have different taps for hot and cold water? You're telling me that in America you only have one tap for hot and cold? Huh? What? This can't be a thing. This cannot be a thing. I thought everyone had two taps. You've got the colour red for the hot tap, you've got the colour blue for the cold tap. What? Got to be tricking me. You have to be tricking me.
The mailbox at the end of your drive.
You can hang out there, you can hang out there, and you don't really have...
One thing that always surprises me about America compared to the UK is how big the fridges are, or how big things in general are, but look at the size of this fridge in my house.
So, look, this is it. It's literally the same width as my hob. And let me just show you. If I wanted to put in, it's got metal on it. Just don't try this at home, kids. This is just for size. Look at that.
They're big, you can store it so much things, and I wish European houses had those too. And the last thing that every American house has, in my opinion, is that all the rooms are connected.
There you go. Even the baby thinks it's big. So that's a fridge. And I think by American standards, this is like pretty small. But it's got all of this stuff. That's also quite rare in the UK. You've got, a big situation in here. You've got ample freezer space. The big ass ice maker. I mean, look, by American sizes, again, this isn't too big, but...
You even have the hairdryer in here.
An ice machine in every...
These amazing taps that just do it all.
By British standards, I've had a lot of British friends and family come here and be like, this is a massive damn fridge. Is it that big?
This is how rich people in the US live.
The basement. I feel like every American house has a basement like this. They're not...
Do you not think that's quite dangerous? Oh, don't often see the back of my head.
Things in my American house that as a Brit, I now have no idea how I would live without.
This is crazy to me. There's a TV attached outside of the house, so you don't have to sit inside to watch TV. You can also just sit outside. If you want to have a barbecue and still want to watch a game, probably football or baseball game. Have you ever seen anything like this in Germany?
Keeping washer dryers in the garage and the size of them. I mean, I could live in these washer dryers.
Some of the things that you get in an American house that you don't get in a UK house. Plug sockets by your sinks. Huge walk-in wardrobes, big enough to be a single bedroom in the UK. Your washer and dryer upstairs and in their own room. Huge random cupboards all over the place. And even more downstairs.
Of course, this bad boy. The size of detergent. Huge! And how long clothes take to dry. Literally, I can dry all my towels and sheets perfectly. Nothing shrinks in like 45 minutes. They're amazing here. The sheer size of my fridge freezer.
A massive, great big fridge freezer. A walk-in pantry.
Walk-in closets in every house. She's a mess, but genius.
This whole door will slide all the way up. And that's how you get your car in and out. Things in American houses that are different to European houses, part 2. Everyone and their mum was arguing over that freaking doorstop in the other video, and I'm sorry, I didn't know that we had those doorstops in England. I've only seen them in America, so can we stop attacking me now? The first difference that someone said was the windows.
So much better than touching wet, leftover food with your hands.
What is this propeller?
What? No, it's just a fan.
A fan?
Yeah.
That's so dangerous. What if it falls on top of you?
What do you? It's not gonna.
How do you even turn this thing on?
Well, with those things, you see those.
That's so dangerous. What if your hands get stuck in there and then you die?
You're not gonna put your hands.
Why do you Americans not just open normal people open the window? Why do you install this propeller?
It's
this
not
suicidal propeller.
It's not a propeller. It's just.
You can die from this if this falls on the top of your head. You're dead.
But there's a table.
Dead.
There's a table.
Tot. Okay. Yeah, it falls like. What if you eat and then this propeller falls on top of you? You're tot.
It's not gonna fall.
It doesn't even give like natural air.
It's not gonna fall. You can't open.
And the lights under it, that's literally like death.
Can you not put your hands so close to
recipe?
Don't put your hands.
The light and the air together, tot. This is crazy.
You just don't put your hands so close.
I'm gonna remove this and I'm gonna open the windows.
No, please don't open the windows. Don't open the windows. No, there's mosquitoes. There's mosquitoes. Please don't. No.
Stop.
No.
They have food grinders in their sinks, just like.
And you'd have like a little monitor on your car, like visor. You press it when you're about to come into the house and it'll open for you.
Air conditioning.
Another room, another walk-in wardrobe. I don't think I've mentioned the extremely large size fridges.
This is huge. American houses have this thing. It's not even a normal door stopper, it's literally this spring. Accidentally tripping on this in the middle of the night will wake up your whole entire house.
Here are the things about American houses that I realised that just make sense.
Every single fridge you see will have water, cubed ice and crushed ice.
Right, so see that up there? I'm going to say that's the AC.
Okay, next, every single house has a pantry. In England, we would just put all of this in our cupboards. Personally, I kind of like this. This is what they look like. They have like these latches and you just do them on both sides.
The amount of times that you guys would say to me, how on earth do you get cool in your house? And I was like, I just open a window. You know, that's my aircon. But I've got to tell you, it's genius. And I think it is brilliant. And I don't know why we don't have it in the UK. I mean, it'd be like 7:30 in the morning. I'm all stuffy and it's warm. And next thing I know, there's cool air coming down on me in the morning. And it just makes me feel comfortable again. So one of the best things that I've found coming to America is the fact that you do have AC in your homes. And now I want it. I don't think I can go back to my house and like, I've got to open a window and I can't control the temperature. This is going to be awful when I go back home. Opening my window and then I'm freezing cold, or I close the window and it's boiling hot. So having AC in your house, genius.
There is also this sort of dungeon trapdoor, which I am too scared to even touch.
While we're on the subject of doors, every single door has a lock on it, which I personally love. Plugs have these buttons on them. I'm pretty sure this is off and on. So for example, my hairdryer, if you didn't want to take out the plug, you can just press this button, which I don't really get because there's an on and off button on this hairdryer. But yeah, these are literally on every single thing here, so that's definitely a difference.
One thing that's kind of really There's actually two things that have blown my mind. But this one is where there's like air vents in the house. Let me show you.
I don't know what the purpose is for that, but...
They keep them separate in a whole different room. You are asking to be electrocuted. Now, American houses have indoor access to the garage. You can just access it from inside. In the UK, we have to go outside to go into the garage, which actually seems a little bit crazy. I'm currently stood in the kitchen. Notice anything missing? Right, okay, let's go inside. Now, for some reason, all American houses have like two doors. There's this see-through one, and then the actual door. Another huge difference with American houses are these things. Plug sockets. Yes, we do have them, but you guys have about 4 million. I think you could power a small army with the amount of plug sockets you have in a house in America. And speaking of plug sockets, this is the most shocking thing in the house. What's this?
I was just washing my hands and I was like, oh my god, why is it so hot? But then I forget you can have the hot and the cold on at the same time. In the UK, it's often two different ones. Like you can only have either the hot, like the hot will be on this side and then the cold, and you can't like combine them. And America's actually really sexy for this because I often burn my hands or freeze my hands to death in the UK because it's either you literally just have hot water or just have cold water. Crazy, right?
I'm English, but I live in America, and let me tell you the single most greatest thing about living in a house in America. That is the size of my washing machine door and my microwave door.
Now, when you think of air conditioning or heating, I always think it's in the walls or in the ceiling. Not in America. They don't keep their tumble dryer and washing machine in the kitchen.
Two massive doors that open, and then let me not even tell you about this freezer space. This is actually half the size of a UK fridge. I might just have to move out here.
Things in American houses that are different to European houses. Number one, the doors are humongous here. You know how in European houses you can put your towel on the door?
Found something else which is super American. Tell me if you've ever seen it anywhere in Germany. I haven't.
Like, that is so bougie. Every single sink has like a machine that grinds everything in the sink. Like, listen to this.
The size of loo roll, it's just huge.
Number three, you have garages, but for your cars. There are obviously no cars in this garage right now, but you could fit 2 cars in here. This is what it looks like. And then this slides all the way up. So you have this button. That's all I can think of right now, but if you guys want a part 2, let me know.
Americans don't keep their washing machines in the kitchen. I've checked into an Airbnb, and obviously I only bought a week's worth of clothes, but because we've moved to Boston, I've got to stay here for another week, and I've been looking all around this kitchen for a washing machine, and I couldn't find it, and it turns out it's in a different room. But in the UK, normally we'd have like a fake door that would open up, and that would come down, and the washing machine would be inside there in the kitchen. Apparently that's just not a thing in the US. Side note, look how big this fridge is. It's got like huge double door, with a huge tray at the bottom. I've genuinely never seen a fridge that big in my life.
Every single house will have a fan.
They blow hot and cold air out of the floor. Okay, 2 more things, and then I promise I'm done. Their plugs look like this. 2 thin ends and a chunky round one. In the UK, they look like this. So basically, if you're from the UK, bring an adapter. And last but not least, most American houses are made of wood. So one strong gust of wind or a tiny little fire, and it is quite literally game over. There's one in the bathroom.
And this is my washing machine door. Okay, I'm going to show you. I'm going to put you in the washing machine, and then you can see how big it is. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate. Okay, this is me outside the washing machine, and this is me getting in the washing machine. This is how big it is, okay?
Wait. You have sockets in your bathroom. What is this? What is this all about? What is this all about? This is dangerous. You don't do this.
This is my room. As you can see, I actually enjoyed getting ready here every single morning.
That is definitely a very cool difference from American and European houses. Also, I feel a very obvious difference, but American houses have air conditioning, whereas in English houses we'd obviously have heating. American houses still do have heating, but it's mainly just air conditioning because of how hot America is. But yeah, that's it for now. Let me know if you guys want a part 3, and let me know if there's anything that I also missed.
Oh, and a standard walk-in wardrobe in any room. The movies to get rid of any leftover food. Watch this. It's also a standard feature that the sink taps come out and they can also change. Look.
Starting with the outside of the house, and first of all, there's this thing, which I can only assume is some sort of air conditioning device. Now, of course, in the UK, if there's one thing we do not need, it's air conditioning. It's cold enough.
One of the main lights on a switchboard can be dimmed. Look at this. Yo, we need that. When I say they have ports everywhere, I mean everywhere. Even in the balcony, no cap. Even in the toilets if you want to charge anything.
So, I'm a British person staying in an American house, and I want to show you all the differences that I've noticed so far.
And then you just lift them up. You might have windows like that in England, but that's just what someone commented. I don't know if they're completely different, but that's just one difference. Number 2, walk-in wardrobes are pretty much a norm in American houses. They're pretty much in every single American house that I've seen. If you had a walk-in wardrobe in England, you'd be considered rich.
After seeing all of these reactions, it's not difficult to understand why so many British visitors return home talking about American houses, almost as much as they talk about the country's famous attractions. Before their trip, most assumed the homes would simply be bigger. What they never expected was how different everyday living inside those homes would actually feel. Interestingly, the features that impressed them most weren't always the luxurious or expensive ones. More often, it was the simple ideas that made the biggest impact. A refrigerator with a built-in ice dispenser, a garbage disposal hidden beneath the sink, spacious walk-in pantries, large walk-in closets, basements transformed into comfortable living areas, washing machines and dryers capable of handling an entire family's laundry in one go, window screens that allow fresh air inside without inviting insects along with it. Even a single faucet that controls both hot and cold water seems surprisingly practical to many visitors. These are little conveniences that countless Americans hardly give a second thought. For people who live there, they're completely ordinary. They're simply woven into everyday routines. Yet for someone experiencing them for the first time, they can completely reshape the way a home is viewed. That's one of the greatest rewards of traveling. You begin noticing everyday details that locals stopped paying attention to years ago. Often, it's those small discoveries that become the stories you continue sharing long after you've returned home. Many British tourists arrived expecting to compare life in America with life in Britain. Instead, they found themselves collecting clever ideas they wished existed back home. Not because one country is somehow better than the other, but because every nation develops its own smart solutions for everyday living. America places a strong emphasis on convenience, while Britain offers its own traditions, charm, and unique character. Neither approach is perfect, but experiencing another country's way of life often makes you appreciate your own, while inspiring you with ideas you'd happily borrow. Perhaps that's exactly why visiting an ordinary American home becomes such a memorable part of the journey. It offers an authentic look at how millions of everyday Americans actually live. No Hollywood movie sets, no famous tourist destinations, just real homes filled with thoughtful touches that quietly make daily life easier. And quite often, those ordinary details turn out to be even more fascinating than the landmarks themselves. For countless British visitors, walking through an American house feels like discovering a completely different style of living. Those expected moments are often the memories they continue sharing with family and friends long after the holiday has ended. Now we'd love to hear your thoughts. If you're from Britain, which feature inside an American home surprised you the most? Was it the giant refrigerator with an ice maker, the garbage disposal, the walk-in closet, the basement, or something else entirely? And if you're American, what's one feature in your home that visitors always seem fascinated by, even though you hardly notice it anymore? Share your experiences down in the comments, because we genuinely enjoy reading perspectives from both sides of the Atlantic. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to Brit Rants, and switch on notifications so you never miss a future upload. Every week we bring you British reactions, cultural surprises, and fascinating discoveries that reveal what everyday life in America really looks like through British eyes. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you again in the next episode of Brit Rants.